Older men notice this first, but many women are not aware of it. After 60, many women spend many hours worrying about facial wrinkles, gray hair, and if their bodies still measure up to impossible expectations. But here's what could surprise you: when older men first meet you, they are not focused on what you believe they're looking at. There are 5 particular things they notice instantly that have absolutely nothing to do with your physical appearance, and many women are not aware of how strong these traits truly are. Today, I'm going to reveal the 5 things older men truly notice first when they meet you, and none of them are what you've been advised to be concerned about. This insight will dramatically transform the way you approach dating and relationships after 60, because once you learn what really attracts an older man's attention, you'll discover that you already have traits far more appealing than youth or ordinary beauty. These aren't about manipulation, they're about recognizing the real traits that bring great men to you like a magnet and discovering how to let these natural assets illuminate even brighter. Number 1, your energy and emotional presence. Maya Angelou once said, "People will forget what you say. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." And this is the first thing older men notice about you, not your beauty, but your vitality, your emotional presence, and the vibe you emanate when you step into a room. Think about this. By the moment a man hits 60 or above, he's seen it all. He's met gorgeous ladies who drained his energy, gorgeous ladies who brought drama and confusion, and younger ladies who made him feel old and incompetent. What he desires now isn't perfection, it's peace of mind, happiness, and good energy. When Bob, who is 67 years old, talked about meeting his partner Laura, he said, the instant she got into the coffee shop, something changed in the environment. She was not the youngest or most gorgeous lady there, but there was something about her presence, how she smiled at the barista, how content she seemed in her own skin, and the brightness she brought with her. I was captivated by her vibe before I ever realized what she looked like. Your emotional energy speaks volumes before you say anything. Men notice how you carry yourself with confidence or uncertainty, whether you emanate friendliness or defensiveness, and whether you seem at peace with yourself or continuously battle internal struggles. The key realization is that mature men learn that a woman's energy determines the worth of every interaction they'll have with her. They're subconsciously asking, will interacting with this woman add to my life or drain from it? Number 2, the way you treat other people. The second thing older men notice instantly is the way you interact with others, the waitress, the cashier, people you meet. This shows your personality in ways that effective conversations never could. Carl Jung once said, "Everything that annoys us about other people can make us understand ourselves." Older men have learned this lesson through life experiences, and they pay close attention to how you cope with frustrations, disappointments, and interactions with individuals who can't do anything for you. William, 68, shared this story. "I was on a first date with Elizabeth, and the server was definitely having a bad day. He got our order wrong twice and spilled water on the table. Rather than getting irritated, Elizabeth was friendly and tolerant. She even gave an extra substantial tip. That's when I realized I was with someone wonderful. How she handled the struggling young guy told me everything about her heart." Men over 60 notice if you're rude or friendly to service workers, how you talk about individuals who aren't there, whether you show sympathy for others' challenges, your understanding level when things don't go easily, and how you treat those who can't benefit you in any way. This is important because older men understand that how you treat other people when you think no one important is looking reveals who you truly are. They understand that someday, they will need your compassion during their own difficult situations. Number 3, your relationship with yourself. The third thing that instantly grabs an older man's attention is your relationship with yourself, how content you are in your own skin, how you talk about yourself, and if you seem to really appreciate who you are. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "Nobody can make you feel inadequate without your consent." Men over 60 understand that a woman who continuously seeks approval or apologizes for her existence or talks negative things about herself becomes emotionally draining to be around. Tom, who is 69, explained that, "When I met Sarah, what impressed me instantly was that she never once dragged herself down or made dismissive comments. She didn't beg for compliments or continuously point out her weaknesses. She appeared very comfortable with who she was, and that confidence was immensely appealing. I realized I'd been dating ladies who wanted me to constantly reassure them, and it was irritating. Men notice if you speak nicely about yourself, need continual reassurance, or can self-validate, apologize too often, or own your space confidently, concentrate on your imperfections or acknowledge your strengths, and look comfortable with your age and stage of life. The fourth thing older men notice is your connection with life itself, whether you're still curious, active, and progressing, or whether you've emotionally retired from new experiences and gaining knowledge. Socrates once said, "A life without reflection is not worth living." Men over 60 are drawn to women who still study life with interest, who ask questions, and who remain engaged in learning and discovering new things about themselves and the world. Raymond, 67, explained what attracted him to Jessica. During our initial conversation, she asked me things I hadn't thought about in decades, not just, "What do you do?" but, "What's the most interesting thing you've learned about yourself lately?" She was truly fascinated by opinions, by people, and by experiences. I discovered I'd been dating ladies who had stopped growing mentally, and being with Jessica made me feel more vibrant and engaged with life again. The fifth and possibly most important thing older men notice is your emotional availability, whether you're truly open to connection or still defending yourself from past scars in ways that prevent real proximity. Rumi wrote, "Your purpose is not to look for love, but rather to seek and find every barrier within yourself that you have created against it." Older men have acquired the knowledge to instantly figure out whether a woman has eliminated these barriers or is still functioning from a position of emotional guardedness. Jacob, 69, shared, "I could tell within the first hour of chatting with Clara if she was emotionally available or not. Certain ladies I dated were still so devastated from past relationships that they held me at arm's length, continually testing or awaiting me to prove myself. But Clara was open, not naive or without boundaries, but truly available for meaningful connection. That transparency was tremendously captivating because it meant we could build something genuine together." Men notice whether you carry past relationship burdens into present interactions. Appear open to vulnerability and more profound connection. Trust at an appropriate level instead of overprotecting yourself. Can describe emotions without being overwhelmed. Approach new relationships with a positive attitude instead of negativity.